Good evening here on Trading Within the Box here on June 6th. We're going to go over a night recap here on the market today, and we're going to try to look and foresee into the future here and find out what's going on in this market here, the market that just won't quit, huh? Okay, first of all, this is not a recommendation to buy, hold, sell any stocks, forex, futures, or any equities or options. This is an educational video only. If you'd like to purchase stocks, please contact a licensed professional or the brokerage house of your choice, and they will help you execute your stock trades there. Okay, so let's go over right now with the S&P 500 here on the daily chart. Okay, so we're going to look at it now. What's going on exactly here is look at this buy signal right here. Okay, so when we were looking at this the other day, we had the capitulation right off the support level right there, 519.62, and then we came up. Now we had the W formation right there, and then boom, right there, and we get a doji. We get a little bit of a rest here. Now we're far away from the moving average, so we could get a pullback here and then keep going. So that's what we want to see if that's actually going to happen. Also on the 2-hour chart here. Look at the 2-hour chart as we're holding, okay? The 2-hour chart, check out the volume, okay? We got no sellers right now. We have good amount of buyers, and we have a little bit of a tight rope, okay? So now we have the sideways consolidation here, so we're waiting for the bust out again up to 537.56. So that's what we're waiting for on the S&P 500. Let's go over to the bank basket, which is always... What does the bank basket always do? It gives you the direction of which way markets are going to go because the banks lead the way. And let's go over first, start off with the daily chart. So here on the daily chart, we have, now watch what we have going on here, okay? We have this. See this? We have the pennant formation here, okay? We have a squeeze play, okay? That's what I call this, the squeeze play right here. Now, we have increasing selling volume a little in that spot right there, okay? So now let's see, are we going to bust up? Or we're going to bust down, okay? Sometimes you can go to the weekly chart, and that will tell you the direction of which way the banks are going to head. We have a stochastic pointing down here, okay? But we have two little spindles here, so we could see that hammer right there, that capitulation, they bought it right back there, okay? And then we get the rest, okay, on a weekly chart. Now, that always could happen. See how we have more sellers weekly right there from 3 weeks ago, okay? So that could be one of these, and then we get this, and then we start heading down a little bit, okay? So that could be a weak point right there, and that's what we're looking at on the bank basket, which is the XLF, which is the spider, okay, for the banks. Now, look at the sideways consolidation here. Now, we have more buyers on the 2-hour chart than we have sellers. So we could get a little pop to the upside. This is a sideways little thing right here, which is trading within the box, okay? That's what my channel's all about. You want to see if that's going to pop up right there in that spot, okay? So let's go over to SMH. Now, the SMH, let's go over to SMH. Now, on the SMH, look at this right here, okay? On the 2-hour chart, we're pulling all the way down on the stochastic right there, all the way down, and we're holding, okay? That means we're holding right now. Okay, so we want to see if this is going to boom and then pop right back up, because that's what we want to see. On the daily chart, on the longer time frame, we're hitting into this little resistance area and we're getting profit taking. Now, look how we when we came off this right here, we had a capitulation candlestick. We had two tweezers right there, two capitulations right in a row. Follow through is usually a buy right after that, okay? So that when you get the two in a rows, especially on the daily chart or weekly, you know you're going to be heading up right after that, okay? IWM, which is the speculators. Now, the speculators, we have another squeeze play here. Look at this. Okay, look at the squeeze play right in the spot right here, okay? Right in that spot. So we want to know, we have more sellers than buyers right at this point, but however, look at the 2-hour chart, okay? And we're heading back, we're heading down, we're pulling back, but we have more sellers than buyers right now. Okay, but let's see what they're going to do. I mean, they could pop this. We can get a W formation right here on a 2-hour chart, but you have to follow day by day here. After market hours, we don't really know what's going on, okay? We have to know what's going on in the morning a little bit, okay? So let's see if we're going to get this to pull back up. We get some volume, we kick in, and then we start getting that retest right up into that range at the 207.98 now. So let's go over to Microsoft, and that's the all-world Microsoft, as we call it. And we put a little fib on there, and let's take that off. Okay, so Now, we had the 2 capitulation candlesticks on the daily chart, so this is not a surprise here. We had one right here, okay, and one right next to it. You see it? Right there, those 2, okay? And usually right after that, boom, you get the surge, okay? Because why? Because they're not selling it, okay? You have it down in this area here, and they're not selling. It's pointing to support, and then boom, they're buying it back. Goes down to support, boom. This one didn't even get back down that far. This one right here, and then boom, and then a close higher, and then boom, we're off to the races, okay? Especially at a support area, okay, with the stochastic pointing up. Let's go over to a weekly chart really quick, and let's see what's going on, as things can change during the week always. We are on Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday, so we are at the end of the week here. So right in this spot here, we don't have the volume yet for the week, but we want to see what's happening. Let's look at the line chart, and let's see what's happening. Now, you could be getting this kind of thing that's happening here. Look at this, with a right side of the W, and you could be taking off again. Okay, week by week by week here. Remember, earnings you have on July 22nd, 2024. Okay. Now, let's go over the 2-hour chart on Microsoft. And Microsoft will get them buying on the 2-hour chart. Now, this is very, very simple here. What they did, okay, they came down to the support area. You had the buy signal right there, a great volume in this spot, okay? You come off, you get the engulfing right there, you get another buy, okay? You come sideways, and boom, you get another buy. Now we're going sideways again, and we want to see if we're going to get the engulfing and the buy, or they're buying or they're selling. Right now, there's more buyers than sellers, okay, on the 2-hour chart. Let's go over to Apple. Now, Apple, we've been following after that wild surge of energy that we got on May 3rd, okay? Time goes by fast, okay? That was on May 3rd, and look, we're riding the rope again, okay, on Apple. So Apple had that huge, massive sell-off, and then boom, look where we're back. Now we're back again, okay? That's why this market's a big trading market, okay? This is a huge trader's paradise market, okay? So that's why you're looking there. And we just, let's say we pull back the support, and then we come back up, and we can hit that $200 range, okay, at one point here, okay? And it's not a surprise, okay? Because why? Because look at the weekly chart, okay? The weekly chart was all the way down on the bottom, and then look what you ended up getting here, okay? You ended up getting massive amounts of volume on week by week by week. We get the crossover on the bottom. We get down here. We get follow-through volume. We go up into this, and we take out the swing point on this day right here, okay? So that's on Apple. Now, on Amazon, let's go over to Amazon really quick. Now, on Amazon, on a weekly chart, we're coming off a major support area from last week, the week of May 28th. Look where you were, okay, right here, 175.30, huge buy signal. Now, what's happening here this week, we're getting the buy signal off that level. Okay, we're going to go after this swing point right here from May 6th, the week of May 6th, on the weekly chart. Now look how we're getting that little follow through on a daily. Okay, coming up to 187.47. Okay, let's go over the 2-hour chart and confirm the volume. And of course, look at this. Whenever you see this, this is what you want to see. Okay, this is exactly what you want to see. You want to see this. We ride the rope. Okay, we get the great volume coming in here. Okay, let's say we get pullback, then boom, right up to 188.34, okay? So that's what you want to see. Look at that gorgeous volume on the 2-hour chart, okay? That's what you want to see. When you go back to the daily, it's hard to see, but look at the shaved top. Look at the shaved top right here, okay? Right there on that candlestick. That's powerful, okay? Increasing volume, stochastic heading up, okay? But remember, 187.47, you have resistance. Right now, you're at 185, okay? Let's go over to Home Depot, HD. Home Depot, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Now, we struggled, and then we got up to the 50-day moving average, and we failed, okay? We had a big short right down from we had a short sell signal right there with a shaved bottom, okay? We come back. They always take profits when you get a big drop. You'll get the big drop, and then they'll take the profits. So that's usually what happens in this spot right here, okay? Then, boom, you get the follow-through right at support, okay? Right there, and then you're right in that spot, okay? So now look at the stochastic heading up, okay? Let's go over to the 2-hour chart. Let's find out what's going on with HD, which Home Depot, and look at the volume. Now they're buying here, okay? So you see them buying Home Depot right there, and you're above the moving average, okay, right in that spot. Okay, so now let's go over to where we at here. Okay, let's see what kind of time we got. Okay, let's go over to NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, we've been following. Now these are the stocks that we follow every day. Okay, you could follow more, but I'm just going over more. You don't want to follow that many when you're trading. Maybe 2 to 3 tops. Some people say they trade 5 at a time. Okay, so my brain can't comprehend 5 in and out trades very fast, at once. I'd rather stick to 2 to 3, so, and you can master 1 out, actually. So, okay, so now what with NVIDIA here, we got a 2-hour chart on the bottom, and we're holding, which is good, okay? So we're holding the support line. Now let's see if we get the engulfing, and then we start heading up to 1235 or 6. Now we had this huge downdraft candlestick here, okay? So let's see what they're going to do. Now, are we going to get this? Now we have to be careful here, okay? Because we're at a 2-hour chart. We can get this, and then boom, if we start getting engulfing, we'll head to the 50-day moving average on the 2-hour chart there, okay? So now let's go over the daily chart, okay? On the daily chart, okay? On daily chart, you're right into that 1232.17 range, okay? Right in that area, okay? Right in that spot right there, okay? Now, let's go back to the weekly chart on NVIDIA, okay? Now, on NVIDIA, be careful here because look what happened here. Now, we had a high of 1255.87, okay? Now, 1225.50, okay, was the major resistance area, okay? So that's where most of the profits will be taken. Now, be very careful here because look where you are, okay? You're very far away from the moving averages, okay? So let's see right in this spot, right in that area, okay? Now, let's go over back to the 2-hour chart on NVIDIA and remember where you are here, okay? So you could be coming back down here to the 50-day moving average at this 1160 at one point, or you're going to bust up. The stochastic's going to pull up. You're going to get the volume kick in. Now look at the volume in this spot right here, okay? Look at that volume, okay? So we're moving back or backing into that with a little light volume. We're either going to get the engulfing up or we're going to get the engulfing down. Okay, we got the engulfing up, we'll head up to this area. Engulfing down, we're going to head up to down to the 50-day moving average, okay? So that's what we're waiting for. We're in a standstill, we're trading within the box right here, and you're in a sideways consolidation, okay? So let's go over to the U.S. dollar, and let's see what's going on with the dollar. And let's watch the daily chart, and let's see what we got going on. Now, be careful here because we have a squeeze play here again, okay? Look at the squeeze play right there and then right there, okay? Right in that spot there. So that's either going to squeeze up and then come up this area and then fail again right into that area. Let's see what's going to happen with that TLT, which is a 20-year bond, okay? And that we're watching like a hawk because if we get this market to drop for a period of time, we're going to get the pullback here, okay, right in that area, okay, right in that spot, okay. Let's go over to Caterpillar because Caterpillar is one of the best stocks around, okay. And look at Caterpillar breaking down. And this is not a surprise because look where Caterpillar is right at support area. And you have a lot of sellers in this Caterpillar right now. Now, when you get these shorts, they have to take the profit. So you could get a bounce up. And as we pull back, you might get this. You might get the W, and then might get a little bit of a change. And you might then be trading within the box this way. Okay, so let's see what they're going to do, okay? On Caterpillar, you might be catching a bounce here at one point. Let's see if we're going to catch a bounce. So now we're basing a little bit on Caterpillar. So see how we came all the way down and now we're basing, okay? So look at this basing area right here, okay? And let's see. Now we have more sellers going into that close again. But can we hold here, okay? Can we get possible accumulation for a little bit of a bounce, okay? If not, boom, we drop again to the 1847 area. Okay, if not, we could head right up into this spot here. okay? And where is that spot? And it could be somewhere in the 335, 336 area, okay? So that's what we're waiting for, and that's what we're going to be watching. Costco is the all-world retailer, and very simple, one of the best stores around, okay? It's not an advertisement for it, it's just what it is. Okay, so now look at Costco on May 31st, okay? Pointing to support right there, okay? Now, you come right into 847.82, okay? And you're now in resistance. 842.64 was the close today, okay? So be careful here because that's where the profit taking could come, and then we pull a little back. Now we start busting up, we can start heading up to the next level right there in that 860 range, okay? So that's something that we're going to continue to watch, okay? McDonald's, let's go over to McDonald's, and now McDonald's, look what's happening here. Now, remember when we had this little buy signal and we came back into it, and then we failed, and then boom, we had, now once we got past this spot right here, we went to support with the doji, and then boom, the short kicked in right there, and then the profit taking right there, okay? So at that 263 range, everybody was short, and then they covered at that 254, okay? That's a great trade, though, for 2 or 3 days, okay, on the short. Now, on McDonald's, we came back up, and we slammed into the 20-day moving average on the daily chart. So let's see if we're going to get a pullback, and let's see if they're going to hold it, okay? So that's something that we're waiting to see. Now, on a 2-hour chart, you're going to see how McDonald's right here holds, and then we're going to come back up. Now, we're going to go after this little doji here that was in the pre-market on June 5th, okay? Let's see what they're going to do, if they're going to pop it up there, okay? Right there. Let's go over to Dominion Energy, okay? Dominion Energy. Now, in Dominion Energy, look how they sold this now here, okay? Now, watch this. Now, look at this right here, okay? Right in this spot right here. Look at this capitulation candlestick right in this spot. We hit the moving average, and boom, they sold off. So that's weak, okay? It came back up, and then boom, they crushed it. Now, be careful, because right now you're at support, and you'll see these candlesticks like that, reversal like that at support levels, okay? Because they'll come up, and then boom, they'll cover, okay? You see that a lot, okay, when it's retesting. Now, we're retesting with lighter volume right at the support level, so let's watch. Let's watch what they're going to do in this spot. This is a crucial spot. Now, on a 2-hour chart, we got a short going on here, okay? On a 2-hour chart, we came down, we had the cluster, we come back down, we come back up to the 20-day moving average, and boom, short. See that? Right there, okay? Right in that spot. Okay, so Duke Energy, that's the other one that we've been following. And on Duke Energy, look at that, holding supports, more sellers than buyers here on the 2-hour chart on Duke Energy. So money coming out, okay? Let's look at OIH, because that's the oil services, okay? And let's see what's happening in the energy markets, okay, right now, okay? So we're getting a pullback here, okay, right now, okay? Let's go over to the weekly chart on OIH, which is the, look at this. You had a sideways consolidation, boom, with the short on a weekly chart here. Now you're coming down to these levels. Let's put a Fibonacci on it, okay? Let's put a Fibonacci on it and come up, and let's see what's okay. Let's see what they're going to do. So they did hold at the 50% at one point, and then boom, they dropped it below, and it closed below the 618, okay? So let's see what they're going to do from that point on. So that's something on a small time frame, okay? On a small time frame, you're going to have to keep watching that, okay? So always know where you are on the energy stocks, okay? Let's look at the GDX, because we didn't go over the gold miners. And remember what happened with the gold miners, okay? Look how we took off in that spot. Now let's go over to the weekly chart. This has been so solid and so strong. We really haven't even gotten a pullback yet, okay? We just got these little dips, and then boom, they buy them off there. And now, right now, as of today, we have a capitulation candlestick coming right off of that spot. So we're going to go after the candlestick high of 37.47 from May 20th, okay? Now it's 36.01. So let's see what they're going to do there, okay, on that, okay. Let's go over to Procter & Gamble, and on Procter, okay, look how we have the buy signal on the weekly chart on Procter & Gamble, okay. Now, in Procter & Gamble, look at the volume coming in on May 31st, okay, with massive, massive volume coming in. So we should be able to come above that, okay, to the 170, 115. Right now, we're slamming into resistance here. So let's see what they're going to do. How are you going to follow it? Just go to a 2-hour chart, okay? Because the 15-minute chart or the 30-minute or 10-minute might be swinging too much for you, okay, in and out. So you want to see a sideways consolidation. What are they going to do? Are they going to sell or buy? Boom. They bought, okay? And that's the signal right there, okay? And you had it cross over right on the bottom, and then you were heading up, okay? So now when you're looking at Coca-Cola, we'll go over this with everybody here. On Coca-Cola, look how we're riding that 9-day moving average there, okay, on a 2-hour, okay, on a daily chart, okay. Coca-Cola, you're slamming into resistance, so the profit-taking area, you're in it right now. You got 64.10, you closed at 64.15, okay, so that's something that you're going to have to continue to, watch every day, okay. With that said, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. We got a Father's Day weekend coming up next weekend, so we'll continue to keep watching these markets. Watch also on the silver. Look at silver. I just want to show everybody on silver. Look at the pop, okay? Yeah, now on silver, let me just go over something quick here before we close this deal here. Look how we're trading within the box here. So we're gonna go up to that range there, okay, and cross up. Let's see. We got good follow through volume here, okay, on silver, but we're trading within the range, okay, trading within the box, okay. So now silver, you got good buying volume here, okay, and then you can get up into this 28.95 area, okay. Let's see what happens, okay. With that said, thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, share my channel if you like the content. I hope this helps everybody. Have a wonderful weekend coming up.